Hey Sparkly Beings, welcome back to my channel. Today we have a 15-minute session. It's power yoga, it's more intermediate. I do give a lot of cues. I try to meet you where you're at, essentially if you're a little bit more like beginner advanced. So I would say intermediate. You can still try this as a beginner. When I was a beginner doing yoga, I was relatively flexible for just a person who didn't do yoga. I remember trying harder classes in the beginning, and that at first I was kind of annoyed because your ego gets in the way and you want to do the thing. But over time, I would come back to those classes and I would get better and better, and then I would improve. Even if you're a beginner, go ahead and try this out. It's only 15 minutes of your life, and it'll at least give you an idea of what you could achieve, maybe goals that you want to move towards physically and mentally, and it'll allow you to kind of start to cultivate that space. So I suggest just giving it a try, even if you're a beginner. If you're advanced, you might just bypass a lot of my cues and just go right into the flow. So anyways, all that being said, I hope you really enjoy it and get a lot out of it. And whenever you're ready, meet me on your mat. Start with me at the front of your mat. Get nice and rooted into all four corners of your feet. Press your toes into the earth. Really scrunch your toes. Roll your shoulders down and back and gently shift from side to side. Just feeling the balance of your weight in your feet. Come back to center and gently shift forward and back. So pressing into your toes and pressing into your heels. Make sure your spine is nice and long. And come back to center. Join me in facing the front of your mat. Once again, roll your shoulders down and back. Stand nice and tall here. Inhale, both arms out and up to gaze up. Exhale, press the airway, chin to chest. Inhale, both arms out and up to gaze up. This time, clasp your left wrist with your right hand. Inhale here to lengthen. And exhale, gently shift towards your right as you gaze up, rooting through your left foot, creating length in your side body. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, press the airway. Inhale, both arms out and up. This time, clasp your right wrist with your left hand. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale, gently lean towards the left as you gaze up, lengthening through your side body, pressing into your right foot, really rooting through here. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, press the air away, chin to chest. I'm going to face you. You can continue to face your mat. Roll your shoulders down and back, palms towards the front, and really root through and ground into your feet. Now engage all of your muscles here for mountain pose. So in mountain pose, you're thinking about engaging your abs, your quads, your glutes, your hamstrings, calves, shins, biceps, triceps, pecs. Shoulder blades are down and back. Everything here is active and engaged. And release. And shake it out. If you would like to try a little bit of toe yoga, press your big toes into the earth and press your last two toes into the earth and raise your two middle toes. And if you can't do that yet, one day if you keep practicing that, you will. Inhale, both arms out and up. This time as you gently lean back, option to lift one heel or the other or both to gently rise to your toes. And exhale, press the air away. Inhale, both arms out and up to gaze up. This time flat back, exhale, swan dive. Palms towards the earth. Inhale here, halfway lift, palms to shins, flat back, shoulders down and back. Exhale, press your palms to the earth and step back for your plank. We're going to come back into our vinyasa. So chaturanga, knees or not, or get a little fancy. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes, bend your knees, and lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Go ahead and walk your dog here, bend into one knee and the other. Create length in your spine. If your heels don't touch, that's okay. And root yourself back down Inhale, raise your right leg up and back for three-legged dog. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Inhale here to lengthen. Exhale to step up to the top of your mat, so left foot meets right. Stay in a nice crouched position because we're just going to come into chair. So tailbone down and back. Inhale, extend both arms out ahead of you and slash maybe up above you, depending on your shoulder rotation. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, twist towards the left. So right palm in the front, left in the back, and gaze towards your middle finger or your thumb finger, your thumb. Inhale to lengthen, back to center. Exhale, twist to the right. So gazing back at your right thumb, lengthening both arms away. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, arms back behind you for airplane arms. Come to your toes, lift your heels. And press it back, hands to heart center. Inhale here to lengthen. Exhale, extend the left leg out ahead of you just for a moment, one-legged chair. And step back to your high crescent. Root through both feet, nice and long in the back leg. Draw your tailbone down to create space in your hip flexor. Both arms up overhead, steeple hands, lengthen here. Inhale, exhale, lean towards the right, gaze up towards the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, hands to prayer, heart center. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, twist towards the right. So left elbow on the outside of your right knee, lengthening through your spine. Staying nice and strong in that back leg. Really pressing your palms together here. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, clasp your hands behind you. Inhale here to lengthen, and exhale, gently draw your heart towards the sky as you lean back. Press into both feet here. Holding it here. Opening your heart and opening your throat. Inhale to rise. Exhale, option to drop your back heel down at a 45-degree angle to come into your humble warrior. Holding it here. Clasp hands towards the sky. Lengthening your spine down towards the earth. Focus on your third eye. Inhale to rise back. Unhinge your back heel from the earth. Press into your right foot and raise your left leg up and back behind you for warrior three. Extend arms out to your sides. Hold it here. Make sure your hips are parallel to the earth. Nice and long in your spine. Inhale. Exhale, draw your right hand towards the earth. Left hand towards the sky. Rotate your hips open to the side and press your heel away from you for half moon. Hold it here. Stay nice and strong in that back leg. Option to gaze up towards your hand. And lower your left hand towards the ground. Rotate your hips back towards the earth. Come into standing splits. So option to stay with your hands on the earth or to grab your right ankle. Whatever feels good for you. Press your palms to the earth and step back for your plank. Hold your plank. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Knees or not. Get a little fancy. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Draw your tailbone down to protect your spine. Exhale, tuck your toes, bend your knees, and raise your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Root through all 10 fingers and all 10 toes. Option to bend your knees to create length in your spine. Shoulder blades down and back towards one another, pressing the earth away. Inhale, raise your left leg up and back. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Lengthen through your spine. Inhale here. Exhale, step your right foot to meet your left and stay crouched. Inhale here. Exhale, rise into chair. Extend both arms out ahead or stay with hands pressed to heart center, because after that you're still going to have to extend your arms. So you choose for here. Inhale. Exhale. Right hand towards the front, left hand towards the back. Gaze at your left thumb. Lengthen through your spine. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist towards the right. Looking at your right thumb. Inhale back to center. Exhale, hands behind you. Arms down and back for airplane. Hold it here. Come to your toes as you raise your heels. Lower back down. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale here. Exhale, extend right leg out ahead. One-legged chair. Hold for a moment. Inhale. Exhale, step it back, high lunge. Get nice and rooted. Catch your breath. Draw your tailbone down towards the earth. And flex through that hip flexor. Inhale here to lengthen. Guide your hands up over your head and steeple, and gently lean towards the left as you gaze towards the right. Inhale back to center. Hands to heart. And exhale, twist towards the left. So right elbow over the edge of the left knee. Press both palms in together. Stay nice and strong in that back leg. Nice and open in your heart. Inhale back to center. Exhale, hands behind you. Reverse your clasp if you remember what it felt like in the previous. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale, draw your heart forward. And open your throat towards the sky. Inhale to rise. Exhale, humble warrior. Back foot comes down 45-degree angle to help your balance, or not. Breathe here. Clasp hands towards the sky. Draw them towards the front of the room if you can. Really think about pressing into your left foot. Inhale here. Exhale, step it to your warrior three. Inhale. Exhale, arms out to your sides. Hold it here. Rotate your hip down towards the earth. And guide your left hand towards the earth as you twist open towards the right. So really draw your hips open. Press into your right heel. Flex into that foot. Extend that leg nice and strong away from you. Inhale here. Exhale, right palm towards the earth. Come into your standing splits. Really think about activating your right glute muscle to draw your leg up and back. Option to grab your ankle here or not. Honor yourself where you're at. Palms back towards the earth. Step back for your plank to go through our vinyasa. So you can be fancy or not, both knees or not. Inhale, upward facing dog. Tuck your tailbone. Exhale, tuck your toes, bend your knees, and lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Go ahead and walk it out. Press into one heel and the other, raising one heel and the other. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, step it through low lunge. Inhale here to lengthen, and exhale, rotate out into your warrior two. So draw your tailbone down, engage your core, gaze over your right middle finger. Really root through and press into that front foot. Really press your back foot into the earth, back foot parallel to the edge of your mat. Inhale to gently glide forward. Exhale, palms towards the sky. Come back into your reverse warrior. Option to extend your left arm down towards your leg, or wrap it around your waist. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Exhale, right palm on the inside of right foot. that, or you can come here with your right elbow to your knee. Whatever feels right for you. Inhale here to lengthen. Exhale, rotate your torso towards the earth. Left arm extended out ahead of you. Rotate back and wrap your left hand either around your hip or clasp hands behind you. And gaze over behind your shoulder if you can. Lengthen through your spine, rooting into your feet, feeling your muscles contract and hold you in space and time. Release the clasp, right palm towards the earth. Inhale, straighten through your right leg as you come back into reversed triangle. Gaze up at your right palm if that feels good. Lengthen through your side body. Inhale back to center. Exhale. Drift into your triangle. Option for blocks here or not. Lengthen through your spine. Create space in your lower back. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, rotate your torso towards the earth. Left palm towards the earth, extended away from you. Inhale here. Exhale, left palm towards the mat on a block or your foot. Inhale and exhale, rotate for revolving triangle. Maybe gaze up if that feels good. Breathing into that space. Inhale. Exhale, right palm towards the earth. Both palms frame your foot. Release your back heel from the earth. Step back into your plank. Chaturanga, knees or not. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, chaturanga again. Inhale and exhale, back in downward facing dog. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Super fun. Get yourself mentally prepared. Rooting through, walking your dog if necessary. Reground. Inhale, raise your left leg up and back for three-legged dog. Exhale, step it through. Low lunge. Inhale here to lengthen. Exhale, rotate out into your warrior two. On the left, I will turn to face you. Nice and long in that back leg. Bent in your front knee. Engage your core, tailbone down towards the earth. Gaze over your left middle finger. Inhale here. Gently lean forward on your exhale, palm towards the sky. Come back into your reversed warrior. Lengthen through your spine. Maybe gaze up if that feels good. Inhale, back to warrior two. Lengthen here. Exhale, come into your side angle. Lengthen through your spine. Rooting to your feet. Inhale here. Exhale, rotate torso towards the earth. Extend right arm out away from you, palm towards the ground. Lengthening here. Inhale. Exhale, wrap your right arm back behind you and come into a clasp. Maybe gaze up or behind you if that feels good. And gently release. Inhale, reverse triangle. Lengthen through your front leg. Lengthen through your side body. Breathe into your hip. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, come into triangle. Gaze up. Find your version. Create space in your lower spine, rotating your torso slightly towards the sky to open through your hips. Inhale here. Exhale, rotate torso towards the earth as you guide your right palm out ahead of you. Inhale here to lengthen in your spine, and exhale, right palm on the mat, your foot or block. Option to step your back leg in if you need to create space, and come into your revolving triangle on the left. Breathing into that space, lengthening through your spine. One side's always going to be a little different than the other. This side for me is a little less flexible. Exhale, left palm towards the earth. Both hands frame your foot. Step back for your plank. And come into your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, chaturanga. Bend your knees, raise your hips, up and back for downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Inhale here to lengthen. Exhale, rotate out to your warrior two. I will turn to face you. From here, gently turn into high crescent. Hold it here. Start to lean forward and press into your right foot. Extend your left hand behind you as you clasp your left ankle for dancer's pose. Really press your leg away. Lengthen through your spine. Inhale here. Exhale, release. Come into warrior three. Inhale here. Exhale, left palm towards the earth, revolving half moon. So lengthen through that back leg. Do your best to try to straighten it. It's a kind of awkward rotation of the hips, so it really does test that strength in that leg. Inhale here. Exhale, come back into that warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale, reverse warrior, your version. Lengthen through that arm, lengthen through your side body. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Hold it here just for a moment. Inhale here to lengthen. Exhale, left arm out ahead of you, torso towards the earth. Inhale. Exhale, clasp behind you. Option to stay here, or option to come into bird of paradise. So you lengthen into your leg as much as you can. You could be here. You could be here. Full pose here and gaze back. It's very challenging to have the strength, dexterity, flexibility, and ability to gaze away. And bend into your knee. Guide your right foot down to the earth. Step back into your clasp angle. Release both hands. Inhale here. Exhale. Reverse triangle. Lengthen through your side body. Gaze up. Inhale here. Exhale. Triangle on the right. Lengthen through your side body. Your version. Hold space for yourself. Inhale. Exhale, rotate your torso towards the earth, palm away from you. Inhale here to lengthen. Exhale, left palm to right foot, opening up into revolving triangle on the right. Holding it here. Exhale, both hands meet either side of the foot. Come into intense side stretch. Holding it here. Inhale. Exhale. Release your back heel from the earth. Step back for your plank and do your version of chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, chaturanga. And back into your downward facing dog. Go ahead and walk it out. Lengthen through your spine. Bend into your knees. Whatever you need to do here before we go into the other side. All right. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Inhale here. Rotate out into Warrior Two on the left. Turn to face you. Warrior Two on the left, shoulders down and back. Draw your navel in, tailbone down towards the earth, rooting through both legs. Inhale. Exhale, high crescent. Inhale here to lengthen. Exhale, step it up into Warrior Three. Find your balance. Inhale here. Exhale, right palm towards the earth. Come into your revolving half moon on the left. Holding it here. Inhale. Exhale. Press into your left foot and grab your right ankle with your right hand. Extend your left arm out ahead of you for dancer's pose. Press into your right hand with your ankle and step back into Warrior Two. Inhale here. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Lengthen through your spine, gaze up if that feels good. Inhale back to center. Exhale, side angle. Lengthen through your spine. Make sure that you're pressing your arm into your inside of your thigh. Inhale here. Exhale, twist your torso towards the earth as you extend your right hand out and away from you. Inhale back to center. Exhale, come into your clasp. Holding it here. Gaze back. Rooting through. An option to step into Bird of Paradise. So go ahead and push all of your weight into your left foot. Bring your right foot towards you. Press in your right foot to come to stand. Lengthen through your spine, engage your core. Draw your shoulders down and back. Extend into your left leg. Inhale here, exhale, option to gaze behind you. Hold it here. Bend into your knee. Step it back down. Step your right foot back. Release your arms. Inhale here. Exhale, come into reverse triangle. Gaze up. Stretch through that side body. Inhale here. Exhale back to center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge at your left hip and come into triangle on the left. Gaze up towards your palm if that feels good. Lengthening through your side body. Exhale, right palm towards the earth. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, revolving triangle on the left. Holding it here. And release both palms to meet your left foot. Inhale. Exhale, step it up. Both feet together. Bend into your knees. Clasp opposite elbows here. Let your torso rest on your thighs. We're done with all the craziness. And just holding space for your breath, for your peace. Release your elbows. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins. Exhale, bend into your knees, rounding through your back, one vertebra at a time. As you rise, shoulders down and back. Inhale, arms out and up to gaze up. Exhale. Maybe press into your toes and then drift your heart towards the earth once again. Flat back swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, this time take your palms of your hands and step them under your feet. So your toes are at the crease of your wrists. Bend into your knees if you need to here. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, bend maybe a little bit into your elbow, just to create a little bit of tension there. And release. One thing I like to do to challenge my balance is raise my heels, just to see if I can just maintain that space. Release your hands from under your feet. Take your peace fingers, wrap them around your big toes. Come into a low squat and sit your bum onto the mat as you extend your legs out ahead of you. Holding it here. Lengthen through your spine. And release. Inhale. Exhale. Palms towards the sky. Arms out ahead of you. Roll down one vertebra at a time. Head's the last thing to come down. Extend your arms out ahead. Your legs away from you. A nice full body stretch here. I'm sure you feel quite alive after all of that if you made it through with me. Walk your right leg out to the side as far as feels right for you, because you're going to take your left leg and cross it over your right. You're going to grab your left wrist with your right hand and gently shift towards the right. So now your whole body is in a nice giant C shape. Lengthening through your side body. Come back to center, same thing other side. Left foot away from you, cross the right over left. Grab right wrist with left hand and gently come into a C. Breathing into your side body and stretching it out. A nice deep breath. And back to center. Bring your knees towards the sky. Your feet come towards your seat. Bring your hands down to the sides, knees into your chest, palms onto your knees. Gentle knee circle from left to right to release our lower back, and right to left. Back to center, base of your feet towards the sky. Grab the outer edges of your feet as you bend into your knees for happy baby. Lengthen your tailbone down towards the ground to protect your lower back. Also, you don't get as much of a stretch in your hips or your lower back if your tailbone is cranked up a bit. Option to extend into one leg or the other, or both. Option to rock back and forth if that feels good. Bring your feet back together. Let them come back down to the earth. Arms out to your sides and windshield wiper your knees from right to left and left to right. And let your knees fall to the left as you gaze to the right for a nice reclining spinal twist here. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to the right. Gaze to your left. Breathing into that space. Inhale back to center. Knees back into your chest. Palms onto your knees once again. A few circles from left to right and right to left. Let your legs come back down to the earth, extend them away from you. Palms towards the sky. Make sure your shoulder blades are down towards one another to create space in your heart and your shoulders. And just focus on your breath. Feeling your body. Feeling the space within. Taking a moment to reobserve points in the class where you had some unforeseen challenges and letting it go. Each time we show up to our mat, we're never the same. Some days are better than others. It's just about honoring where we're at, that space. We can't control everything, but we can control how we respond. Yoga is a great opportunity to show us that no matter what's going on, we can breathe through it, focus on something, some kind of point to help us through, and then make it through the other side. Gently wiggle your fingers and your toes to bring movement back into your body. Bend into your knees, bring your feet towards your seat. Shift your weight towards the right as you guide Well, or the left. I guess if you didn't move around as much as I did, it just really depends, doesn't it? Press your left palm into the earth, or right. Mirror me. Inhale here. Exhale, press into your palm to guide yourself up into a nice easy seat to face me. Option to sit on a bolster block or pillow to help open up your lower back. Also option to adjust your pants, such as I did just now. Roll your shoulders down and back, palms towards the sky. Lengthen your spine. Feel your sit bones on the surface. Close your eyes and breathe into your body. Inhale from the base of your spine to the crown of your head. And exhale from the crown of your head to the base of your spine. Feeling the air shift through the entirety of your body as you rise and lower on each breath. Maybe set an intention here and now to show up as your best self in each moment of the day. Option to always reset or re-choose. If you start going down a path and you realize it's not what you wanted, you can always stop and start again. Inhale, both arms out and up, press palms together. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale here to lengthen through your spine, and exhale, gently hinge at your hips. And bow to yourself, thanking yourself for this opportunity to reconnect with your mind, body, and spirit. Namaste. I hope you really enjoyed that and that you were able to kind of get through it pretty well. I know that it is power yoga and it's a little bit more intense and kind of fast paced, and that's the point. So if that wasn't your cup of tea, then I totally understand. And if you feel like it wasn't your cup of tea today, but you want to come back to it, go ahead and try. Yeah, I just hope that you were able to show up as your best self, whatever that was. Even if it wasn't your best self, at least it was a better self. And yeah, just, keep moving through your days with an open heart and an open mind. And until next time, namaste.